What's going on, folks? This is your host, GBs, and welcome to the Weekend Insider of Into the Squared Circle podcast. I hope you had a great weekend as we're ready to kick off another batch of a week of December. So here's to you. Cheers. And by the way, before I continue on, this is a podcast, right? Available on all major podcasting outlets like Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, just wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. All you have to do is type in Into the Squared Circle podcast, or you can find me on my social media platforms on Facebook, X, Instagram, and of course, you're watching me on YouTube. Hit subscribe. I got your attention. That's all you have to do. From a fan to the fans, again, send me a DM, drop it in the comment section, because on this episode, I'll have two things, my friends. So the first one, we will talk about and break down the CM Punk promo from SmackDown. Yes, it was 10 times better than the Raw promo he did. But man, hell of a promo. There's an action-packed promo, and we will break down the CM Punk promo that went down this past Friday on Fox on SmackDown. And then I got one match I did enjoy on AEW Collision last night on TNT. It was the main event, a little hint right there. So stay tuned to that as well. And a bunch of other stuff we'll talk about in the world of pro wrestling. So without further ado, let's get the party started. So as I'm about to share the screen here with you guys, bear with me as I'm getting things dialed up here. And we're going to talk about news in the world of pro wrestling. So let's see what's going on in the world of pro wrestling. So as I'm getting this thing dialed in, we have the top news in the world of pro wrestling. So New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League 2023 concluded this past Sunday, December 10th, in Komiyoto. Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi defeated El Phantasmo and Hikuleo to win the tournament for the record third straight time. They are the first team to win the tournament while also holding the IWGP Tag Team Champions. So how about that? Congratulations to Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi winning the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag Leagues 2023. So let's move on forward here. AEW is having their own tournament, if you kind of figure it out or not, the Continental Classic. Right now, the Blue League, Brody King leads with the points of 6 points. Bryan Danielson's at 6 points. Andrade El Idolo's at 6 points. Claudio Castagnoli, Eddie Kingston's at 3 points, and Daniel Garcia 0 points. That's where Eddie Kingston picked up an impressive win this past Saturday in Collision, while the main event topic for this episode will be between Bryan Danielson versus Andrade El Idolo. Bryan Danielson suffered a loss, so a little spoiler there, but we will talk about that match shortly. In the Gold League and AEW's Continental Class, 9 points. Swerve Strickland's 9 points. Jay White, 6 points. Rush's at 3 points. Jay Lethal's at 0 points. And Mark Briscoe is at 0 points. WWE's having a tournament on SmackDown. So this is past Friday on SmackDown on Fox. Kicked off the United States Championship Tournament. Whoever will win this tournament will face Logan Paul for the U.S. champion in the near future. As of right now, Santos Escobar and Bobby Lashley advance in the WWE United States title. Escobar defeated Dragon Lee in the first match of Friday Night SmackDown, cutting off Lee and pinning him with the Phantom Driver. Later in the show, Bobby Lashley defeated Karrion Kross with a spear. So there's your WWE United States Championship title tournament, say that twice, kicked off this past Friday on Fox. Charlotte Flair seemed to be injured on SmackDown this past Friday. Charlotte Flair was hauled out of the ring after suffering an apparent left knee injury during her match with Asuka on Friday's WWE SmackDown. Flair was limping in the finals moments of the bout when they came to a very end erupted after interference from Bayley allowed Asuka to pin Flair with a quick cradle. And there's fan footage everywhere on YouTube right now. My understanding is somewhere on the turnbuckle where I'm not sure if she popped the knee or she pulled something, but apparently there was a legit injury and she was in severe pain. So we wish Charlotte Flair all the best. Nothing official came out from WWE, but Pretty sure we'll get more info within the coming days. All right, some NXT news. Last night, NXT had Deadline on the Peacock Network, December 9th. Trick Williams and Blair Davenport win the WWE NXT Iron Survivors Challenge matches. They both earned title shots at NXT New Year's Evil 2024. Cora Jade made her return back to WWE NXT last night at Deadline. Jade made her first NXT appearance since July. Dragon Lee wins the North American title at WWE NXT Deadline. Dragon Lee defeated Dominic Mysterio to become the new North American title champion. How about that? And also, CM Punk showed up in NXT last night. Punk teased he could potentially join NXT roster. And it was great to see a video between Shawn Michaels and CM Punk together in the ring. So that's a pretty cool moment. So we got that out of the way. Now we ended the news of CM Punk. So let's talk about CM Punk and his amazing triple phenomenal oozing promo from this past Friday. 10 times better. 10 times better than Monday Night Raw. This promo should have been on Raw, but you know, his time got cut. But he explained why he was on the middle of SmackDown this past Friday. Now, before I continue on the CM Punk promo, I got to say this past Friday SmackDown was just absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Before I continue on with that, thank you to the men and women currently serving all across, not in the United States, but across the world, defending this great country throughout all the branches. And I just want to say thank you. So a phenomenal SmackDown this past Friday because it was tribute to the troops. The 21st anniversary gives me a lot of memories too. I've been part of the as a fan watching it for 21 years, and it's always heartwarming. Just excellent job to the WWE. Excellent job to Triple H and the whole production crew, because the graphics were pretty cool. It had a graphic of a helicopter, graphic of a USS carrier ship. I mean, just phenomenal. WWE did a great job on their part on put on the best damn tribute of the troops in pro wrestling in the world. Best of the best. And I got to say, I enjoyed it 100%. And, they have military service men and women out in the crowd, front row, midsection, the hard camera side. What else they had? They had a color guard came out and do cool stuff. And then the intro of the show, singing to the great country in the United States of America. So just a phenomenal show, well done to the WWE. So other than that, they did a nice little tribute through all the troops. They had Bobby Lashley featured, again, who's part of the military. It was really nice to explain his history. Montez Ford. I didn't know Montez Ford was part of the U.S. Marines. So they had a nice little history on that as well. So it's pretty cool that they highlight some of the WWE superstars that were part of the military. All right, so let's talk about the hottest thing in WWE right now, and it's CM Punk. Controversial. People wants to know what be coming out his mouth and in front of a hot live mic. And I have the audio. We will break down the audio and we will discuss it right now, right here on Into the Squared Circle podcast. So here we go. Let's talk about it. As I got the theme dialed in, let's play the clip courtesy of WWE.com.
I've got good news, ladies and gentlemen. It's the top of the 9 o'clock hour, and that means I'm not the end of the show. I'm not going to get my time cut. You want to chant? You go ahead and chant.
So there we go, folks. So as I mentioned, Monday Night Raw, they slapped him at the very end of the show. So he had whopping 7 minutes before Raw went off air. They were smart enough. And they put him midway through the show. So SmackDown in the Chicagoland area comes on 7 o'clock Central Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Time, however you want to look at it. but they put CM Punk at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock for Eastern time, just on the second hour of the show. So it was great that they kicked it off and they gave him whopping 15 minutes. So it was great that they put CM Punk, allow him to speak, soak in the moment. So let's continue on here on this promo courtesy of WWE.com. Let's see what we got here. Here we go.
You guys do understand that Adam Pearce is trying to sign me to Monday Night Raw, right? I think they were a little bit louder on Raw, don't you?
So let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Now they're doing this whole free agent bull crap. Now they're trying to sign someone exclusively. Why can't they be free agent? How come Brock Lesnar's not free, exclusive to a brand? Brock was always been a free agent. He will show up on Raw. He will show up on SmackDown. But why do you have to make these guys exclusive to a brand? They're still going to show up at the other brand. Like, look at Cody Rhodes. He's been hopping back and forth the past couple of weeks, but he's a Raw superstar. So why would you do that? I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm just a cranky old bastard. But anyway, let's continue on here on this phenomenal promo from CM Punk as I'm about to dial in here, folks. So let's see what CM Punk has to say about the brand split.
That's the question of the hour I'm getting. CM Punk, now that you're back in the WWE, where are you going to sign? And I feel fortunate that I get to take this journey with y'all because I'm partly going to leave it up to you.
So there we go. Partly. Fans are not fully responsible on where the hell he's going. They're partly responsible for where CM Punk has to go. So us, the fans, we have very little to do with it. Unfortunately, I don't know if CM Punk will get any input on where he wants to go. If he wants to show up on Mondays, will he want to show up on SmackDown Fridays, or will he want to show up on NXT on Tuesday? So I don't know. I don't know, but in the meantime, you know, I don't care where CM Punk goes, but wherever he goes, I will watch him. So let's continue on this promo here from CM Punk. Here we go.
So do you want me to sign and be a Monday Night Raw superstar? I can't hear you. Did you want me to sign to be Friday Night SmackDown exclusive?
So what do you guys think, man? You guys are fans as well, just like me. And again, I gave you my reasoning. Wherever he shows up, I will watch him as a fan. Do you guys want to watch him on SmackDown? Drop it in the comment section of YouTube. Listen on the podcast land, Facebook, X, Instagram. Send me a DM, man. Do you want to see CM Punk on Raw? Will you tune in and watch 3 hours of Raw to catch CM Punk? That's why I DVR it and fast forward some of the crappy shit. Or you want to watch SmackDown, which I'll watch it live for 2 hours. I will. And, you know, they got Roman Reigns on there, so I'll watch it live. Or will you watch NXT, which is what, an hour, 2 hour programming? So however you want to look at is up to you guys. Where do you guys get the partial decision, right? That's what came out of CM Punk's mouth. So let's continue on this promo here, courtesy of WWE.com.
Do you want me to throw 29 other superstars over the top rope and then climb this turnbuckle and point at a sign and main event WrestleMania?
So do you want to see CM Punk work his way into the Royal Rumble and throw over 25 other guys to win a main event WrestleMania? Remember, a lot of people are pissed off because this guy is showing up in the WWE and just barges way into the picture, the main event picture. Again, earn it. Just like Cody Rhodes, earn it. Show the fans each and every week that you deserve it. You need to earn it, regardless what status you are. So maybe they'll put CM Punk in the Royal Rumble and he can choose his path. But I don't know, man. I don't know. They've been teasing something here. Finally, Punk says something related to somebody on Raw who's a current champion, but we'll get to it very shortly. So let's press on forward here in this promo, courtesy of
What do you guys want to talk
WWE.com.
about? And I'm famous for talking. It's kind of what I do, but I also have been listening. And I hear there's a few people that are a little bit upset. They don't like the happy-go-lucky CM Punk. They don't like the CM Punk that says, hey, I love you guys.
So what I just said, there's that one guy. There's that one guy.
I'm home, and I'm glad to be home. So I listen, and I hear, and I understand that. So allow me to turn this up to 11. Allow me to be that spicy CM Punk you all know and love.
Loud and clear. When I heard him say that, I popped. I popped on my couch. I'm like, yes, this is the CM Punk we're all waiting for. The controversial CM Punk. The guy like to stir up shit CM Punk. That's the CM Punk I want to see. That makes me want to glue my eyes to the television, open my ears up, stop what I'm doing. This is why I want to hear. Let's hear what he has to say. Courtesy of WWE.com.
Allow me to get comfortable at home. This is me putting my feet up on the couch, and my feet got a lot of mud all over them, ladies and gentlemen.
So let's stop right there on that comment. He has a lot of mud over his shoes. He just want to put his feet up, relax. He is home, but he has a lot of mud on his shoes. As he referred to, he has a lot of mud on his shoes from his previous previous, what do you call that? Now I'm butchering this here. His previous run in the WWE, there's a lot of mud he has to shake off before he moves on forward to the big picture. Or he's referring to he just walked out of a mud show over there in AEW and he got a lot of mud on his shoes to get off. It can go either way. You know, he's trying to clean off a full slate of bad things he did in the past in the WWE. And he's trying to make good here. He's trying to have a clean slate. Or he's referring to he just came out of a fucking terrible situation at the other company, and he needs to at least fix what he wants to start, or at least get going in the WWE. So it could be either way in that comment. But when I heard that comment, I'm like, wonder what he meant by that. Anyway, let's continue on with CM Punk here on SmackDown.
Talk about? It's who do you want me to talk about?
Okay, so fans are just chanting names left and right. Kevin Owens, who else? Randy Orton, LA Knight, just bunch of guys randomly. Who do you want to CM Punk to talk about on live national television? Oh man, that's a little scary. Well, let's continue on.
By the sounds of it, somebody who's never here. Roman Reigns.
Okay, there we go. There's one person. When he first said someone who's not here, and they got my interest on my brain here. Oh, who's he gonna talk about? Who's not here? Well, obviously we haven't seen Roman Reigns in the past couple of weeks. Probably somewhere on a beach, somewhere on vacation. I don't know, at home. But again, yeah, it's true. The Roman hasn't been on television the past couple of weeks. So it's kind of fitting. It's kind of fitting that, you know, he is referring Roman Reigns. So, it got me shaking there for a second, but let's continue on here
Tribal
with
Chief,
CM Punk on
I
SmackDown.
acknowledge you. Congratulations on all your success. Don't forget who the OG Paul Heyman guy is.
There's another one I had in my mind. I saw it on social media. Someone posted a meme on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, and they put out a meme stating, "Hey, just remember, Paul Heyman is the original wise man of CM Punk before Roman Reigns." So I'm glad Punk brought that up. Got the fans popping. Hell, it got me popping. Oh, yeah, that is true. Oh, hell yeah, that is definitely true. All right, let's continue on with CM Punk here and
I see you, Roos.
SmackDown.
These are the things that I have to wrestle with. Do I want to go to Monday Night Raw and hang out with Jey Uso? Or do I want to stay here on SmackDown and scrap with Jimmy Uso?
So I get confused too sometimes between Jimmy and Jay. Who's on Raw? Who on SmackDown? One of the Usos, right? So even he was struggling there. Jimmy. So there's a serious, valid a response from CM Punk. Does he want to go on Raw with Jey Uso, or does he want to go on SmackDown with Jimmy? So he either could tag team up or face one-on-one with the other. So that's a valid response from CM Punk and which brand he wants to go. So let's just continue on here on CM Punk as we are itching closer to the very end of this promo here. So let me dial into the correct position here on the Higgy Majiggy. And here we go. CM Punk on SmackDown on this live promo.
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. That'd be interesting, right? Can I tag with Kevin Owens? Maybe I can fight Kevin Owens. Let's pump the brakes on that one just for a second.
Okay, so this is the good stuff right here. This is the juicy part. Let's pump the brakes. So Kevin Owens, a bastard, a prick, who's an asshole. Don't give a rat's ass about anybody. I guess you can say they're both the same, right? Their morale, the way how they think. And this which leads into something else. Got me laughing my ass off. So let's play this juicy part of CM Punk's promo this past Friday on SmackDown.
Is that him and I are probably too much alike. And I don't know who would feel comfortable working with somebody who randomly just punches people in the face backstage. I mean, it's 2023, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't be doing stuff like that. That's insane.
Yes. The part of the promo, the fans are just losing their damn minds. Even I was laughing my ass off. He said it. He's not fully, but obviously he got some NDAs over there in AEW land. He cannot bust out and say, but he teased something here. Kevin Owens punching people backstage. It's 2023. Come on, guys. We shouldn't be punching people backstage. And he had the glare in his eyes. If you watch SmackDown, you was watching his facial. You know where CM Punk was going. We got a little smirk on his face. You know what CM Punk is doing. He's smart. He is smart. He know what he's doing. Well done to CM Punk. Well done. Bravo. Shit. I popped on that, man. All right, so let's move on forward after that amazing, funny moment on SmackDown.
Everybody's happy to see CM Punk, even JBL. Everybody's welcomed me back with open arms. Except for that one guy.
So I referred to what I said a couple minutes ago. There's that one guy. Everybody's happy. Everybody's kissing. Everybody's hugging. but you get that one guy on the roster that's not happy. We all know who it is. He's been talking trash on social media. Who's you know who he is, right? Seth Rollins. But again, is what it is. You're just gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup, because CM Punk's part of the roster. So deal with it. And maybe they're teasing something here. Cody, still have a story to finish. Oh, okay. Let's stop there. Pump the brakes, as CM Punk will say. And we will talk about this little part after this amazing promo. So we are getting close to the end here on the CM Punk promo. Now here comes the home run, the final stretch of CM Punk's promo. The go home of the promo. So without further ado, let's play it from CM Punk's final stretch
goals
on SmackDown promo.
Everybody wanting to talk about finishing their story. I'm back to finish what I started. And Monday night, I put pen to paper and begin my journey of finishing my story. And that means one thing. Main eventing WrestleMania.
And there's your home run right there. That's the home run. Finish his story. Now, there's two guys that want to finish their story. Two of them. I'm sorry. I take that back. There's three of them. There's three of them that want to finish their story. Okay. Shinsuke Nakamura. We kind of found out this past Friday on Raw. This past Monday on Raw. That, Seth. Geez, I can't speak. Shinsuke Nakamura wants to take that moment away from Cody Rhodes. Now, those guys have a hot date this coming Monday on Raw, but Shinsuke wants his moment. Okay. Drew McIntyre is a little pissed off. I guess you can kind of include him as well. And, we got Cody Rhodes is got a story he needs to finish. That was his goal coming in the WWE, right? And now you got CM Punk fighting for his story as well. So everybody got a story they want to finish. And there's only 2 nights of WrestleMania. There's only 2 guys with titled belts. So we got to figure something out, man, because WrestleMania is right around the corner. Okay, this is what, December, January, February, March, April. We're 4 months away from WrestleMania. Next month, January of 2024, is WrestleMania season kicks off. So we're itching close to WrestleMania, folks. This is it, man. It's hard to believe it's a few months away. Now, my theory, again, I'm a fan. You're a fan. Let's theorize on what could happen. Who can main event with who and what days? So Roman Reigns could close out a Sunday like last year's or this past WrestleMania. Roman Reigns versus Cody could happen. Seth versus CM Punk. There's a lot of teasing going on. CM Punk, someone acknowledge the person that's disliking him. We all know it's Seth Rollins. So maybe after this little feud between Seth Rollins and Shinsuke, we could have a CM Punk versus Seth Rollins WrestleMania. So we have that as well. So there you go, man. There's your 2 potential main event WrestleManias right there. 2 nights, 2 championships going down. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. Will Seth Rollins retain, or could CM Punk get a Cody Rhodes treatment and lose on the just that special moment, a special moment where Cody Rhodes could have defeated Roman Reigns, right? Which every 99.9% of the fans want Cody to defeat Roman at WrestleMania, and his dreams are crushed. Could it happen to CM Punk when his dreams get crushed and get lost by Seth Rollins? Maybe. Again, this is fantasy, mental masturbation in my brain. What could happen? I could be all wrong. Maybe CM Punk will get a IC championship run against Gunther. I could be wrong, but That's what I could think. But overall, what do you guys thought about the CM Punk promo? I thought it was great. It was 10 out of 10. 5-star Dave Meltzer, Budokan, Wrestle Kingdom, 13 stars, Wrestling Observer, Wrestling Illustrated. Phenomenal promo. Promo of the year. It's a good promo. Again, CM Punk's great on the mic. Wrestling skills is one thing, but promo on the mic, just like MJF, an excellent promo talker. And it's crazy to think the year of 2023, we have CM Punk with FTR, CM Punk with Sting, CM Punk with MJF and AEW. Now he's roaming the locker rooms with Randy Orton, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, maybe Roman Reigns. It's amazing. All in 1 year from CM Punk. Amazing. There's only one guy could do it. That's him. And I seem like he's genuinely happy in WWE, and I guess that's all matters, right? He's happy. So that's what's going on in WWE land. Let's talk about AEW Collision. And I have one highlight coming off of Collision. It was the main event between Andrade El Idolo versus Bryan Danielson. Now, if you want to know who won the match, I pretty much spoiled it. I spoiled it at the top of the show. Let's talk about the match. It went down last night on Collision on TNT. Andrade El Idolo versus Bryan Danielson. So I got a clip dialed in for you guys. And it was a hell of a match. I believe it was a 20-minute time limit match. I'll play the clip courtesy of AEW.com. Here we go.
From Danielson, that eye is swelling, that eye is bleeding.
It's hard to look at Bryan Danielson, certainly.
15 minutes have gone by, 5 remain.
That's what I was wondering. Remember that?
So there we go. Danielson and Andrade El Idolo beat the living hell out of each other. But if you watch AEW, Danielson has a broken orbital bone around his eye socket, right? So this bone right here is broken, and he's been wearing the patch the past couple of weeks. But they're still going to allow him to wrestle, which is crazy. But this match, which is a normal tournament match, but these guys beat the living hell out of each other. There was a point where Bryan Danielson's eye was bleeding, the patch came off, and fans were concerned about his health. And I heard again, Collision was taped on Tuesday. This past Tuesday, it was taped in Canada, and it was December the 9th on TNT. And I guess Danielson got injured, legit injured. I'm not sure if his eye related. I'm not sure what's going on, but in that brutal match, Danielson got his ass beat. And again, as I mentioned, it was a 20-minute time limit, 15 down, 5 to go. Let's continue on this clip, courtesy of AEW.com. So as I'm about to dial in the clip here we go. Let's play it. Now, here we go.
The spinning back elbow caught him, but it didn't win it, Nigel. What does it take? What does it take to beat Bryan Danielson?
We're about to find out. Bryan is out. Look at his eye. It's swelling up above his head.
So you heard Nigel McGuinness, right? You heard Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness made it very, very clear that Danielson's eye was just getting bloody and bruised. And these guys beat the living hell out of each other. And these guys had a slobber knocker of a match, and then Jim Ross was not there, but if he was there, he was said it was a slobber knocker of a match because these guys beat the living. I can't say it enough. These guys beat the living piss total hell on each other. So let's continue on here, courtesy of AEW.com. And here we go.
3 minutes remain.
At the 12, oh my goodness. At the 17-minute mark of this match, they are laying it in. 3 points on the line for each man here.
Here we go. So these guys beat the living hell out of each other, and as the match got close to the very end here, folks, Here we go. And what the hell happened after the match? Here we go. Courtesy of AEW.com.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Wow.
And just like that, Bryan Danielson took a suffering loss against Andrade El Idolo. Wow. So these guys beat the living hell out of each other. So let's come back here now. And I got to say, man, that was a hell of a brutal match. That was a hell of a brutal match. I loved it. Again, as a wrestling fan, it was, it was enjoyable to watch. I mean, not seeing Danielson get his ass beat and seeing his eye get worse than it is, but either way, it was a brutal, intense match. And I got to say, that was the top highlight of AEW Collision last night on TNT. All right, so again, if you watch SmackDown this past Friday, AEW Collision this past Saturday on TNT, what was your favorite show? Now, I watch AEW, but I find Tribute to Truth was special. On SmackDown this past Friday on Fox, I enjoyed that the most out of both days. Now, I didn't watch NXT Deadline last night. Heard it was a great show. But if I get a chance, I'll try to check it out, the reruns. But other than that, it's been a solid week of pro wrestling. So again, drop it in the comment section on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you enjoyed SmackDown or you enjoyed AEW Collision. If you enjoyed the CM Punk promo, drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Or send me a DM on Facebook, X, Instagram, and as I mentioned right here on YouTube. Podcast is available on all major podcasting outlets like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and more. So wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, subscribe today. And follow me on my secondary podcast, a Listen Ahead Banging Podcast, available in all major podcasting outlets, available today. All right. So there we go, folks. This concludes the Weekend Insider. Until next episode, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy wrestling. All right, my folks. Bye-bye, everybody.